Hey, Jay here from the World Swim Store and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for sighting. Now, whether you're doing your first triathlon, your first open water race, or you just want to know where you're going, it's always a good idea to learn how to sight. But tip number 1 is, if you can't sight, then let me get my hair out my face. Then I would recommend just doing some breaststroke, seeing where you are. It's going to be a lot better knowing where you are than trying to go for speed, getting lost and swimming way further than you need to. Now, tip number 2 is get yourself a good pair of goggles. Now, we stock these on the store as well as the Zone 3 Attack. These are the aphotic and they come with photochromatic lenses. Photochromatic lenses mean they're going to adjust to the light. Now, I've learned this from when I did my first 10K swim. It was up in beautiful lake up in Snowdonia. Now, one way, it was super cloudy, couldn't really see much. As soon as we got out to the far buoy, turned around to come back, the sun was rising and shining right through 2 beautiful mountains. I couldn't see a thing. But luckily, I had these on, so I could work out where I was going. And trust me, when you're doing 10K, you really don't want to go any further than you need to. Tip number 3 is learning the timing. This is for when you really do want to learn how to sight while swimming freestyle. The key is knowing when you should be lifting your head up. So as your hand enters the water, you want to slowly poke your eyes up above the surface as you are pulling beneath you. Then, as your hand reaches back towards your hip and starts coming over the water, you turn your head to the side and breathe as normal. It will take a little bit of practice. Try it in a pool or on a really calm lake, and you will get it in the end. Now, my next tip is what you should look at for working out what to sight on. If you are doing it properly, you're not going to have too much time above the water, so it's much better to choose something high up, like that building in the distance there, than something low down on the cliff face. This means it's going to be a lot easier for you to pick out at a distance, and in those split seconds you have your head out of the water. My final tip is how far out of the water you should take your head. Now, you should only be doing something that we call crocodile eyes. So really just poking your eyes above the water. Then, if you're not getting a good sight, just do it again on the next stroke to really get your bearings. The reason for this is, it's 1, it is faster. But 2, if you lift your head too far out the water, it is going to strain your lower back. So there you go. Those are my top 5 tips on how to sight in open water. If you like this content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And until next time, happy, but more importantly, safe swimming.